Hello friends. Now I'm going to start a new topic that is elasticity of demand. It also comes under the economics and here the name suggested is elasticity of demand means responsiveness of the demand regarding other variables. Fine. In a start, I am going to tell you what is exactly the definition of elasticity. As the name suggested here, elasticity means it is somewhat related to a elastic, where we have to stretch elastic from one point to another point. There is a changes in strength of the that point. And similarly, elasticity is a measure of degree of sensitivity as well as responsiveness of one variable to the change in another variable. It means it can be understood with another definition that what is impact of changes in a one variable, for example, price, the impact in a changes in another variable that is quantity. To know about that changes ratio is known as elasticity. Now the first part in this is that is what is price elasticity of demand. It means that the price or elasticity of demand is measured by the degree of sensitivity of quantity demanded in respect to the price changes, remaining other thing constant. Determining price elasticity. To determine the price elasticity, it is represented by upsilon P. Here, upsilon P means the percentage change in a quantity in respect to the percentage change in a price. The nominator in this is what? Percentage change in a quantity, and denominator is the percentage change in a price. It means this is known as a price elasticity of demand. Right? Now, upsilon P is equals to change in a quantity on the basis of the original quantity, and what is impact of changes in quantity on the basis of the changes in a price with respect to the original price. It can be understood with the help of one of the example. Here there are 4 points mentioned in this graph, that is A, B, C and D. At point 8, the price is 10 rupees and the quantity demanded is 8. Right? At point B, the price is 8 rupees and the quantity demanded is 18 rupees. Now, how to calculate upsilon P? To calculate upsilon P, there is a change in a quantity demanded in respect to the price. Right? Fine. Now, what is quantity demanded at point B? That is 18. 18 minus 8 is change in a quantity in respect to the original quantity, that is 8 here. Similarly, change in a price is what? 8 minus 10, and it is denoted by minus 2 with the respect to original price, that is 10. What is the upsilon P is minus 6.25, right? Similarly, if we are talking about the point C and a D, what is changes of the quantity in respect to the price? 90 minus 80, that is 10 at original cost 80, divided by 2 minus 4 at the original price. If we are going to take at a point C, that 80 at the same point. See what is the rupees value? That is 4, right? And what is the value of calculation of EP is? That is minus 0.25, right? Now, what does the elasticity measure? Right? Elasticity basically measure the ratio between the two percentage, or you can say in another word that the percentage change in a one variable in respect to the other percentage change variable. This is known as basically the elasticity, or you can understand it with the help of the degree of changes or degree of the responsiveness or a sensitivity. How much one variable is a sensitive if another variable is changed. The price elasticity, as earliest example given, the result for that epsilon p is minus 6.25. It means that for each 1% change in a price, the quantity demanded in the market will change by 6.25. It means there is a some little bit change in a price, but the quantity demanded in the market is a much greater than the change in a price. It is what like the response of the basically to know about the elasticity, we can calculate the little bit changes in our prices or a more changes in prices, what is the impact to change in a quantity demanded. Now the next part in this, which is also known as a price elasticity, is also known as a arc elasticity. Why it is known as a arc elasticity? Because here we have also calculate the arc which touches the point A, B as well as C and D. If we increase the price from 8 to 10, right, from B to A, right, the quantity demanded or 2 to 4, whatever the prices will increase, the original point for that is what? It's 8 to 18 and 80 to 90 respectively, right? How to calculate? Like 18 minus 8 divided by the original price 18, and similarly 10 minus 8 at the point of B, what is price? That is 18 and the quantity demanded is 8, and the calculation of all the above numerator and denominator, we can find the value of EP is equals to minus 2.22. Similarly, if we are talking about the second point, that is C and a D, the difference between C point to D is 80 minus 90, that is minus 10, at the point D, 90. Here, the difference between price is 4 minus 2, that is 2. At the point of a C, that the value is 2, right? And the result for this EP is equals to minus 0.11. Now, what is elasticity and the price level? Along a linear demand curve, the price goes up and elasticity increases. There are three kind of situation which arises due to calculation of EP. One is EP is greater than 1 and it is a situation of elastic. It means that there is a change in the prices, the quantity demanded for that goods will change much more than the price changes. If we are going to solve the EP which is less than 1, it means the goods are inelastic. What it means? Basically, the change in a quantity in respect to price is less than 1. The changes in a price is little and the changes in quantity is much lesser than that the price changes, and it is irresponsible to the price changes of the goods. If the EP is equals to 1, means it is also known as unitary elastic. The changes in the prices also create the same number of ratio changes in a quantity demanded, right? It is known as a unitary or a unit elastic. Note that here, the between points A and a B, the arc elasticity of the above demand curve is minus 3.49, whereas between C and a D, it is minus 0.17, right? The point elasticity is also denoted by here that the change in a quantity divided by total number of quantity demanded, and whole of the factor is divided by change in a price divided by total number of price. In another way, it can be represented as delta Q divided by delta P into P1 plus P2 divided by Q1 plus Q2. And in another word, it is represented here P1 plus P2 is represented total number of price, and Q1 plus Q2 is represented here total number of quantity demanded. And in other words, it is defined as dq divided by dp, where dq represented here the change in quantity and dp represented here the change in a price, multiplied by total number of price and total number of quantity. If we integrate it, the quantity and the price, the relationship between quantity is C minus BP, and here price is defined here the total number of C divided by B minus 1 by BQ. If we are going to take to simple this equation, the demand equation become dq minus dp, which is represented by the arc and minus p. It means EP is equals to minus P into P by Q, where P is the price and Q is represented here the quantity demanded. Next in this, what is marginal revenue in respect to the quantity demanded and a price? If we are going to talk about the total revenue can be presented by the price of the quantity demanded as well as multiplied by the quantity. It means price is a function of quantity, right? Then the marginal revenue is change in a total revenue in respect to the producing one additional unit of the output. So that the marginal revenue is represented here, the change in a total revenue in respect to the change in a quantity, a single number of quantity demanded. Total revenue can be presented here P into Q divided by delta Q. And more elaborate this function that is presented here dP minus dQ into dQ divided by dq into P, right? And if we can explain it in a more detail, that is dP divided by dq into Q by P plus P by P, and P by P represented here 1, and in a last of the bracket multiply whole of the factor by a P. It means marginal revenue is represented by P into 1 by E plus 1. Fine. To simple this here, that the slope is represented by minus 1 by B, and here another slope is represented by minus 2 by B, which is represented by marginal revenue. And the quantity demanded for this is represented here by this slope, a blue line. Then the marginal revenue is represented P into 1 plus 1 by B. That's why the marginal revenue is lesser than the quantity demanded. Now here there are two special cases. That is, one is infinite price elasticity. Here the price is constant and the changes in a quantity demanded. Quantity demanded varied, but the price is what? Change in a price is zero. It means the upsilence p value is infinite and there is a changes of demand is infinite if there is a no changes in the price, and this so was infinitely price elastic. What is infinitely price inelastic? Here there is a changes in a price, but the quantity demanded for that product is not changed. It is constant. It means change in a quantity is zero divided by some numeric value, and the resultant for EP is equals to 0. Here the EP is infinite, here the EP is 0, and it is known as infinite price inelastic, right? What are the elasticity type? When demand is elastic, a decrease in a price will result that increase in the revenue. When demand is inelastic, a decrease in a price will result a decrease in a revenue. And when we are talking about the unit elastic, the same ratio changes in a prices and the quantity demanded or a sales revenue. What determines elasticity? There are various factors through which we can understand what are the factors which is responsible for the elasticity. The first thing is whether it is necessity versus luxury. Either eating at a restaurant, right? It is your necessity or it is considered as a luxurious, right? Groceries. If you are going to purchase grocery, whether it is your need or it comes under the luxury, these all factors come to determine the elasticity of the price. Similarly, availability of substitute. If there is availability of the chicken in like in presence of a beef, what is like substitute for you? Fine. This also determines the elasticity of the price. And income is another factor. Income of a good state like salt versus Nike sneakers or the passes of time. Right. These all factors which influence the elasticity of the price. According to the passes of time, what is impact of the elasticity? If we are talking about that the demand of quantity will move on, right? A situation where there is a slant changes in a quantity demanded in respect to the much changes in a price, right? Now, other form of the elasticity measure is elasticity is degree of sensitivity or responsiveness of one variable to change in the another variable. Another elasticity which is known as an income elasticity. Here the income variable is considered and the degree of sensitivity or responsiveness of demands for a good to the change in a consumer income. Cross price elasticity is also measured on the basis of degree of sensitivity or responsiveness of demand for a one good in respect to the change in a price of the another goods or services. Now, the income elasticity is defined here in a form of EI, and EP represented the price elasticity of demand. EI represented here Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q2 plus Q1 total quantity divided by change in income, I2 minus I1 divided by whole of the income. It is also represented by change in a delta Q divided by delta I multiplied by total income divided by total quantity. How to represent the cross elasticity? Cross elasticity means change in a price of the one good and the quantity demanded for another good is measured in form of degree of responsiveness is known as cross elasticity. Here EC is represented as cross elasticity and it is a measure by this formula Qx2 minus Qx1 where x2 represent the quantity of the another goods and Qx1 represented the quantity of previous goods divided by whole number of the quantity. Total divided by Py2 minus Py1 divided by Py1 plus Py2. Now, it is explained here with the help of this formula that the change in a quantity of the x in respect to change in a price of the y good multiplied by the price of the y good in respect to the change in a quantity demanded for x good. This is whole of the video related to the elasticity of the demand. I hope that you enjoy or get a knowledge about the elasticity with the help of this video. Thank you.